Here's a shocker to jolt you awake faster than your morning coffee. By the time you hit 70, your daily routine might be secretly plotting against you, like a sneaky villain in a cozy mystery novel. Picture this. You roll out of bed, your knees groaning louder than a rusty gate, and you stumble to the kitchen, already feeling like the day's half over. Your energy's gone before you've even finished your toast, and you're left wondering, is this just how it's going to be now? Spoiler alert, it doesn't have to be. Turns out, there are 5 sneaky morning habits you're probably doing right this second, without a clue, that are quietly cranking up the aging dial and draining your vitality. These aren't the obvious culprits like dodging the gym or forgetting your meds. No, they're tiny, everyday slip-ups that seem harmless but are secretly sapping your strength and stealing your years. The best part? You can kick them to the curb starting tomorrow, and it's simpler than you'd think. Stick with me, and I'll spill the beans on what these 5 vitality zappers are and how to flip them into easy wins. Imagine waking up with a spring in your step, your joints humming happily, and enough energy to tackle your garden, chase the grandkids, or just enjoy that coffee without feeling like you need a nap. Your best years aren't behind you. They're waiting just ahead, and it all starts with tweaking how you kick off your day. Imagine this. You wake up, swing your legs over the side of the bed, and stand up to face the day. But as you take that first step, your knees creak like a rusty gate, and your back stiffens like it's made of old wood. You shuffle to the kitchen, wincing with every move, telling yourself it's just part of getting older. Maybe you sit down with your coffee, but that tightness lingers, a quiet nag that follows you all morning. Sound familiar? This is what happens when you skip a simple morning stretch, and it's more than just a nuisance. Here's why it's a problem. After 70, your muscles and joints lose flexibility faster than they used to. Sitting still overnight lets them stiffen up, and if you don't loosen them, that tightness builds up day after day. Doctors say it's like letting rust settle into a hinge. It makes moving harder, raises your risk of falls, and even saps your energy because your body's working overtime just to get around. Skipping this step doesn't just make you feel old. It speeds up the clock on your strength and balance. The fix? Spend 5 minutes stretching before you do anything else. Stand by your bed, reach your arms up slow and easy, then bend forward as far as feels good. No forcing it. Next, roll your shoulders a few times and twist your torso gently, like you're peeking over each shoulder. That's it. Nothing fancy, just enough to wake your body up. My neighbor, Ed, swore by this after he turned 75. He used to hobble around like a tin man every morning, but after stretching for a week, he was out walking his dog with a grin instead of a grimace. Science backs it up too. Studies show a quick stretch boosts blood flow, cuts stiffness by 20%, and keeps your muscles from shrinking as fast. You can do this. It's not about being a gymnast or chasing your youth. It's about giving your body a fighting chance to feel good today. Start tomorrow, 5 minutes, right out of bed. You'll step into your morning lighter, looser, maybe even ready to tackle that garden or chase the grandkids. Why let stiffness steal your day when you can kick it out the door so easily? Imagine this. You roll out of bed, feeling a bit stiff, a shuffle to the kitchen. You reach for the coffee pot, pour a steaming cup, and take a slow sip. Good enough, you think. Or maybe you grab a donut or a piece of white toast, something quick to quiet your stomach and move on with your day. But then, a couple hours later, your belly's rumbling loud enough to wake the neighbors. You're digging through the pantry for crackers or candy, anything to hold you over. By noon, you're famished, your energy's gone flat, and you're wondering why you feel so off. This isn't just a quirky routine. It's a quiet health thief creeping in. Here's the trouble. After 70, your body craves consistent fuel to keep everything running smoothly. Your metabolism, your muscles, your brain. When you skip breakfast or settle for sugary junk, your blood sugar takes a wild ride, up fast, then crashing down. That drop doesn't just leave you dragging. It can pile on extra pounds, weaken your defenses against colds, and even fuzz up your thinking. Experts compare it to driving with an empty gas tank. You won't get far before you stall out. So what's the solution? Kick off your morning with a breakfast that's got protein, healthy fats, and whole grains. Picture this: scrambled eggs with a slice of whole wheat toast, or a bowl of Greek yogurt topped with blueberries and a sprinkle of walnuts. Short on time? Blend a smoothie with kale, a banana, and a dollop of protein powder. Nothing fancy, just real food to keep you steady all day. Take my neighbor Jim as proof. He used to dodge breakfast, surviving on coffee and cookies until lunch. Then he started eating oatmeal with a few pecans and a drizzle of maple syrup. Now he swears he's got more pep in his step and doesn't fade out before noon. Research backs him up. A solid breakfast with protein helps seniors hold on to muscle and keeps blood sugar even, which powers both your body and your mind. You've got this. No need to turn into a chef or overhaul your fridge. It's about giving yourself the good stuff to keep going strong. Give it a shot for a week. Ditch that muffin for something with protein and see the difference. Chances are you'll feel fuller, sharper, and maybe even a bit sprightlier. Why let a weak breakfast rob your day when a small tweak can set you up to shine? Picture yourself waking up, brushing your teeth, and diving into your day without even a sip of water. By mid-morning, your mouth feels like a desert, your head's a little foggy, and you grab another coffee to shake it off. But that caffeine jolt doesn't quite cut it, and by lunchtime you're dragging, maybe even feeling a bit woozy. This isn't just a small annoyance, it's your body begging for water. Here's the deal. After 70, your body doesn't send thirst signals as clearly as it once did. You might not even notice you're dehydrated until things get rough. Dehydration can zap your energy, muddle your thinking, and even make you unsteady on your feet, kind of like running a car low on oil. Everything just starts to grind to a halt. Start simple. Kick off your day with a glass of water. Keep a bottle right by your bed and take a few sips before your feet hit the floor. Try to get at least one more glass in before lunch. Not a fan of plain water? Toss in a slice of lemon or a splash of juice to keep it interesting. Take it from my friend Mary, 68. She used to skip water all the time. Then she started toting around a bright, fun water bottle, and now she swears she's sharper and her skin's glowing. Science agrees. Staying hydrated boosts brain power and cuts down on urinary tract infections, which can sneak up on seniors. No need to chug gallons. It's about small, steady steps to keep your body humming. Try it tomorrow, one glass of water first thing. You'll feel the difference, and it's easier than you think. Picture this. You wake up, brew your coffee, and sink into your favorite chair with a morning paper. You skim the headlines, maybe scribble a few answers in a crossword, but then you flip on the TV. Hours pass, and it just hums in the background. By noon, your brain feels fuzzy, like you're wading through thick fog, and you can't even recall where you set your glasses down. This isn't just a slow start to the day. It's a chance slipping away to keep your mind sharp. Let's talk about why this matters. After 70, your brain craves regular exercise to stay quick and lively. If you skip those mental challenges, cognitive decline can creep in. Suddenly, remembering a friend's name, figuring out a grocery list, or losing yourself in a good story gets tougher. It's like a muscle you forget to stretch. Don't use it, and it starts to weaken. So what's the fix? Kick off your day with something that sparks your brain. Try a Sudoku puzzle, dive into a chapter of a book, or tackle a small task like sorting a shelf. These simple moves wake up your mind, keeping it flexible and ready. Here's a little story. My aunt, 72, picked up daily crosswords a while back. She swears her memory's clearer now, and just last week, she outsmarted her grandson at Scrabble. Science agrees with her. Research shows mental workouts can push back dementia and keep your brain running strong. Listen, you've got this. It's not about being brilliant or wrestling with some giant novel. It's about giving your mind a gentle nudge every day to stay in the fight. How about tomorrow? Swap 10 minutes of TV for a puzzle or a page turner. You'll feel brighter, more awake, and primed to take on whatever comes. Why let your mind sit idle when a tiny spark can keep it glowing strong? Imagine this. You wake up to a house that's too quiet, the only sound the faint hum of the refrigerator. You shuffle to the kitchen, pour yourself a cup of coffee, and sit down to eat breakfast alone, the chair across from you empty. The day stretches out before you, long and empty, with only the TV for company. By evening, you feel a heaviness in your chest, a loneliness that seeps into your bones and makes even the simplest tasks feel like a chore. This isn't just a passing feeling, it's a silent threat to your health. Here's why it matters. After 70, staying connected isn't just nice, it's necessary. Social isolation can lead to depression, which can spiral into physical health issues like high blood pressure, heart disease, or a weakened immune system. It can also fog up your mind, making it harder to remember things or stay sharp. Think of it like a plant without sunlight. Without regular interaction, your spirit and body start to wither. So what's the fix? Make a point to connect with someone every day. Call a friend or family member. Join a local club or group, maybe a book club, a gardening group, or a walking club. If you're feeling adventurous, volunteer at a community center or a local school. Even a quick chat with a neighbor over the fence can lift your mood and keep your mind engaged. Take my friend, Mrs. Thompson, for example. At 75, she felt like her days were blending together, each one as lonely as the last. Then she started volunteering at the local library, helping kids with their reading. I haven't felt this alive in years, she told me. Not only did her mood improve, but she also started walking more to get to the library, eating better because she had a reason to cook, and even picking up new hobbies inspired by the books she shelved. Science backs this up. Studies show that regular social interaction can cut the risk of dementia by up to 70% and even add years to your life. You can do this. It's not about being the life of the party or filling your calendar to the brim. It's about small, meaningful connections that remind you you're not alone. Try it tomorrow. Reach out to someone, join a group, or simply smile at a neighbor. You'll feel the warmth spread through your day, and your heart will thank you for it. Let's take a moment to look back at what we've uncovered together. We've talked about 5 sneaky morning habits that can quietly chip away at your vitality after 70. Skipping the morning stretch, neglecting breakfast, or choosing the wrong foods, forgetting to hydrate, letting your brain idle, and missing out on social connections. Each of these might seem small on its own, but together, they can make your days feel heavier, your body stiffer, and your mind a little less sharp. But here's the good news. You now have simple, doable fixes for each one. A quick stretch to loosen your joints, a balanced breakfast to fuel your morning, a glass of water to wake up your system, a puzzle or book to spark your brain, and a friendly chat to lift your spirits. These aren't big, scary changes. They're small tweaks that can add up to feeling brighter, stronger, and more connected. Now imagine this. You wake up tomorrow, stretch your arms overhead, and feel your muscles come alive. You sip a glass of water, enjoy a hearty breakfast, and tackle a crossword while sipping your coffee. Later, you call a friend or wave to a neighbor, and suddenly, your day feels full of possibility. You're not just going through the motions. You're living with purpose, energy, and joy. Picture yourself tending to your garden without that nagging ache, laughing with your grandkids without feeling wiped out, or simply sitting on your porch content and at peace, knowing you're doing right by your body and mind. These small steps can help you hold on to your independence, keep your heart and brain healthy, and maybe even add a few more years to your life. And who wouldn't want that? But wait, there's more to come. If you found these morning tips helpful, stick around. I'll be sharing a quick nighttime trick that can help you sleep like a dream and wake up even more refreshed. It's so simple, you'll wonder why you didn't try it sooner. And here's a thought. If these small changes can make your days feel this good, imagine what they could do for a friend or loved one. Why not pass this along? You might just make their morning a little brighter, too. Remember, it's never too late to start feeling better, one tiny step at a time. You've got this, and your best days are still ahead.